In this video tutorial, we are going to discuss how to find the cube roots of cubic numbers using the estimation method. Okay, so far we have discussed the prime factorization method, but in this video tutorial, we'll discuss about the estimation method. Now, there is a condition for this estimation method, and that is very important. This method can be used for the cubic numbers containing at most 6 digits, not more than that. You cannot find the cube roots of cubic numbers containing 7 digits, 8 digits, 9 digits, and so on and so forth. Okay, you cannot. So this is very important. Now, let's begin. And here we have a number 8,57,375. Clearly, we have 6 digits, therefore, we can use this method. Now, I'm not going to explain you theoretically the steps that we'll use, rather I'll show you by solving this problem, because that will create confusion. So first what you have to do is start from the units place, that is the rightmost digit, and count 3 digits. So 1, 2, and 3. Now separate it. Control X and Control V. Okay. So we have 2 pairs of numbers here. In this one pair we have 3 numbers, and in this one pair, another pair, we have 3 numbers. Okay. Now you have to remember one thing that we discussed earlier, and this is really very important, that when your number is, if your number is 0, then its cube, if your number ends in 0, then its cube will also end in 0. Right? So if this cube ends in 0, it means that this will be the cube root, right? This is the cube number. This is the cube number. Because if you take the cube of this number, you get a cube number. It means that this will be the cube root. So if your cube number ends in 0, your cube root will also end in 0. This is very important discussion. Please pay your attention here. Okay. If your number ends in 1, and if you take the cube of this, then your cube number will also end in 1. So it means if your number is a cube number that ends in 1, its cube root will also end in 1. So when your number is 2, then its cube number will end in 8. We have already discussed all this, right? So this is a cube number. So if your cube number ends in 8, the cube root will end in 2. If your number ends in 3 and you find out its cube, you get a cube number that ends in 7. It means that if your cube number ends in 7, its cube root ends in 3. If your number ends in 4 and you find the cube of this number, you get a cube number that ends in 4. It means that you have a cube number that ends in 4, then its cube root ends in 4. If it's 5, then the cube number also ends in 5. So if your number is cube number that ends in 5, the cube root also ends in 5. Same thing for 6. Okay, same thing for 6. Now again things change. When it's 7, then the cube number ends in 3. Right? It's just reverse of this. That is, if your number ends in 3, the cube number ends in 7. That is, the cube root of the number that ends in 7 has 3 at its units place. Here it gets reversed. Here it is 3 to 7. Now here the relation is 7 to 3. If a number ends in 7, then its cube number will end in 3. It means that if the cube number ends in 3, then its cube root ends in 7. And exactly the reverse of this one. Here the relation is 2 to 8. In this case, we'll make the relation 8 to 2. That is, if your cube number ends in 2, then the cube root will end in 8. Okay. Lastly, we have 9. So 9 has the cube number that ends in 9. It means that if your cube number ends in 9, the cube root also ends in 9. Okay, you have to remember this, and we have discussed this in detail. Okay. Now, and why this is important? Because this 3 digits will give you the units place of the cube root. Remember, these 3 digits will give you the units place of the cube root, and these 3 digits will give you the tens place of the cube root, the tens place. It means that your cube root will have 2 digits, units place will come from here, that is from here, and the tens place will come from here, that is from here. Now the number 8,57,375 is a cube number, right? Is a cube number that ends in 5, this condition, that is when a cube number ends in 5, it means that the cube root will also end in 5, that is 5 will come at the units place of the cube root, and that is why we said that these 3 digits will tell you the units place. Okay, it means that at the units place you will have 5. I'm again repeating, since 8,57,375 ends in 5, therefore it means that the cube root will have to end in 5, that is at the ones place 5 will come. Okay, now let's talk about the tens place, that is what will come at the tens place. This is 857, right? This is 857. Now tell me, what is 9 cubed? What is 9 cubed? 9 cubed is 729, right? 729. 729 is less than 857. Now tell me, what is 10 cubed? Well, 10 cubed is what? 10 cubed is 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? So this 857 is less than 10,000. So what you have to do is choose this number, that is 729. Now the cube root of 729 is what? 9. Put 9 here. Put 9 here. Your number is 95. That is the cube root of 8,57,375. 375. The cube root of this number is 95. You can check it. Use a calculator, find it, you'll get 95. I'll show you a few more examples. Don't worry. This is 5,51,368. Okay. So first thing, you have to separate 3 digits. Starting from here, 1, 2 and 3. Separate it. So let me use this number here. Let me copy it. Okay, so tell me that this will tell us the units place and this will tell us the tens place. So your number has tens place and your cube root has the ones place. Okay, since your number ends in 8, this is a cube number. We know this is a cube number. Now this condition, that if your number ends in 8, sorry, this one, if your number, not this one, I'm sorry, that is if your cube number ends in 8, the cube root will end in 2. The cube root has to end in 2. So using this one, this is 8, that is this whole cube number ends in 8. At the units place you will have 2. Okay, now let's talk about the tens place. This is 551. Now tell me, what is 7 cubed? 7 cubed is 343. Okay, what is 8 cubed? 8 cubed is 8 times 8 is 64, and 8 4 32, 512. Okay, and 9 cubed is 729. It means that if you take this number here, 512, that is 8 cubed. 8 cubed is less than this 551 is less than 729, that is 9 cubed, right? So you will choose this one. So this is 512. What's the cube root of 512? The cube root of 512 is 8, because 8 cubed is what? 512. So at the tens place you will get 8. Therefore the cube root of 5,51,368, you get the cube root of this number as 82. This is the answer. One more example. In this case you have only 5 digits, okay, so no worries. At most 6 digits is allowed. So here you have 5 digits, nothing to worry. So the first thing, will separate the 3 digits starting from the rightmost place. Okay, this number, these 3 digits will tell us the units place, and these 2 digits will tell us the tens place. Okay, now tell me, this number 17,576 ends in 6. This is the cube number, we know this. We have to find the cube root of this number. This cube number ends in 6. It means that this condition. If your cube number ends in 6, then the cube root has to end in 6. So from here, you get at the units place, you'll have a units place, you'll have a tens place. So at the units place, you'll get what? You'll get 6. Okay. Now what's about a tens place? Okay, this is 17. What is 4 squared? 4 squared is 16. What is 5 squared? 5 squared is 25. Okay, it means that 16 is less than 17 is less than 25. What's 25? 25 is, sorry, we don't have to take, I'm sorry, it should be cubed. My mistake. Here you have 2 cubed is 8, 3 cubed is 27. It means that 8 is less than 17 is less than 27. 27 is what? 3 cubed. 8 is what? 2 cubed. You will choose this one. So what's this cube root of 8? 2. So at the tens place you will get 2. It means that your cube root, when you have to find the cube root of 17,576, you get 26. This is the answer. 26 is the answer. You can cross check it.